We are a lot closer to a snap election in Ontario after what happened today, as the opposition parties decided to thumb their nose at the Premier and call his bluff by continuing to change the budget.
That's Section 40.
In a small, nondescript room in Queen's Park hangs the fate of the Ontario government. Ignoring election threats from the Premier, the opposition-dominated committee once again voted to change the budget bill.
All those opposed, I declare the schedule lost.
Despite having a deal to pass the budget, the minority Liberals accused the NDP of gutting the actual nuts and bolts of the budget in committee, prompting this threat from the Premier.
We will take it to the people in a general election.
After a weekend of open letters back and forth, Andrea Horwath began the week with a compromise. New Democrats would oppose parts of the budget, called schedules, but only a third of what the party originally planned.
I don't do ultimatums. I don't respond to election threats.
Liberal Finance Minister Dwight Duncan fired back with a statement saying, if the intent of any budget schedule is reversed or a schedule itself is blocked, I will have no choice but to request the Premier to review all options. One option, dissolve government and hold a snap election.
I think people are impatient with this.
Trying to literally put distance between himself and what's happening at Queen's Park, PC leader Tim Hudak was speaking to supporters in Ajax. But the Conservatives have surprised many by voting with the NDP in committee.
I disagree with that. In fact, I don't think we supported PC motions that actually would make a bad budget at least more salvageable.
For now, the ball is in the Liberal court. Premier Dad, as McGuinty is sometimes called, finds himself in a position most parents will recognize. Does he carry through on his threat or risk losing even more control? There is some wiggle room for the Liberals here. They can reintroduce as legislation the schedules that were removed out of the budget and do that in the fall when the House comes back. But so far, no word from the Premier's office as it continues to monitor what's happening at committee. That committee continues to meet and will meet tomorrow. We'll know one way or the other by Wednesday when the budget goes to a vote.